Happy Thursday everybody, and welcome to this week's video from the YBL. I think we're on video number 7
Video
now,
7
so
already.
we're coming pretty professional at this now, I'd like to think. I'm your host, Kim Humphreys, and today I'm joined by
James Davis.
Stay tuned a little bit later. We've got an amazing update for you about some secret filming that James did earlier on this week about a big announcement. Before that, we're going to discuss our Club of the Week, which was Coventry Elite over in the Under-13s East League. James?
Brilliant. So starting off looking at the table for the Under-13s East, we have 9 teams in that division currently. Unfortunately, sitting in bottom place, working our way up, are JM Grizzlies. They're new to us this season.
Yeah.
And so far are having a great season, even though they haven't won a game. Every game that they're playing so far, the result is getting closer and closer to their opposition. So congratulations to them in their first season. Following in 8th position, we have Leicester Riders Red, one of 2 teams for Leicester Riders in this division. And then in 7th position, we have Coventry Tornadoes 2. And then in 6th, Coventry Tornadoes 1. In 5th position, we have Leicester Riders Black, followed by number 4th position for Warwickshire Hawks. So looking at 3rd position, we have COB Rockets. They are currently 7-4, winning 7 games with an average basket per game of 60.27. Quite an impressive little score.
Definitely.
Going to 2nd position, which is Redditch Rookies. They are currently 10-2 with 49.25 baskets per game. So a nice little league developing there. Quite a lot of good game and some good results. You can see all of the results so far this season on their team page on the website. So going now to Coventry Elite's Team of the Week. Congratulations to them, to Coach Kaylee Bradfield and her team. Before we get into what she said to the interview questions we asked her earlier in the week, let's give some stats for Elite. So currently sitting in 1st position, they are currently 12-0. Only 4 games left for them this season, so hopefully they can keep up that winning streak. But we'll talk about that in the battlefield in a couple of moments. They currently have 759 points scored against 354, with a positive difference of 405. I think that's one of the biggest we've got across all of our divisions at the moment, so they're doing quite well there. Their average baskets per game is 63.25. So
Quite impressive.
it is.
Yeah.
Especially for a young team. It is quite a...
And this is their first season.
Yes, it is.
With the YBL as well.
It is.
So we've got first season with Grizzlies and first season with
Coventry Elite. Definitely. And I mean, yes, there is a bit of contrast, but I think the teams playing, the players, for Elite have been playing together for quite a while. But it's still nice to see that they've got quite a bit of drive to keep going.
Yeah.
It's nice. So, looking at the battlefront for Coventry Elite, we've selected the one game that we think, I think, is going to be their toughest game for the second half of the season. And that is this week's fixture, Saturday the 9th of February, against Leicester Riders Black. And the reason I chose that one, Kim, is because the game that they played before Christmas, the difference was only 6 points that Leicester Riders Black lost by.
Okay, pretty close.
All the others have been roughly a 20-30 point win for Coventry Elite. So I think this is going to be their toughest game post-Christmas. I think this will be their test, I think, come Saturday.
Yeah, it's going to be one of the closest. And if Riders have been training well, they're going to come out wanting
that win.
Yeah, wanting the win, definitely.
Jinx. Okay. We're going to have a little look at the conversation we had with Kaylee Bradfield regarding their team. We're not going to do as we've done in previous weeks and discuss the whole interview. The reason for that is obviously we can all get that on In The Zone, which is still available on the website in the In Zone downloads button. So, talking about the team, Kaylee says, again, this word's going around a lot lately, and I think we might trademark it. The word develop comes up a lot.
Yeah, it does.
And training hard. So We asked, one of the questions we did ask was how does Kaylee keep her team going, in training and whatnot. And she says she obviously develops them by training them hard in training, but she doesn't want to put pressure on them to win games, even though obviously it's nice that they do win.
Yeah.
But it's a personal focus on their personal development when in games.
Yeah. I mean, Kaylee did say that, although the team had only come together as a team this year, they all kind of knew each other. I don't know whether that was through school or friendships and things like that.
Yeah.
But that's been a good, solid foundation for her to kind of build that team upon. So they've got that friendship group. So they go in there now, they're playing well together. And as she says, she doesn't pressurise them. I mean, I know that she says that sometimes when a team are well ahead as well, she'll give her players little their own little things to do during the game to kind of develop that player during a game, a game
like a
situation.
Target.
A little personal target. And it may be, like she said, I say to my shooting guards, you can't shoot. You've got to assist, you've got to do a 3-point.
Yeah.
She uses that time well, I think, during games as well.
Well, which is good. And it's always about the development of players involved. So you can get all of that full interview in this week's In the Zone. Stay tuned now for our massive announcement that, like Kim suggested earlier, that I filmed on Tuesday of this week.
I could do with a party popper, but I haven't got one, so stay tuned.
And now for the big announcement for this week, as promised. I'm sitting here with Curtis Xavier. Curtis Xavier is the head coach of Aston Manor Basketball Academy. He's the camp director for Aston Manor basketball camps and has been in the business for nearly 5 decades. Curtis?
Yeah. Thanks, James, for that. 5 giving me age away. Yeah, 5 decades of basketball. Started as a schoolboy, went all the way through the system, England schools, England under 18s, under 19s, senior men, played 12 years as a professional in the BBL and travelled the world with it.
So you're seasoned?
Yeah, I'm well seasoned, James, well seasoned. Started my coaching career at 26, having spent every summer through my playing career working camps in America at all the big colleges, Villanova, who've won the national title. The last three, I spent 3-4 years working there in the 80s, Syracuse, all the big camps, big high school camps in America. So I cut my teeth over about a 12-year period. Followed that up with coaching a 20-year career, began my own camps, Run Press Run, became the biggest camps in the country. We worked with Adidas on their camps. We run the European All-Star Adidas camps. We had Tony Parker on it. We launched the Kobe Bryant first Adidas shoe in the UK. All right, so we were the biggest camp. But over the decades, I've run camps for professional athletes in the NBA. I've worked with NBA players. We've worked all over.
So what you're saying is you've got a lot of experience.
With a lot of experience running camps.
Brilliant, brilliant. And that's what we're here to discuss today, people. So the YBL are going to sign an agreement for a partnership with Billy and the Ball, which is this guy, and his staff going within a partnership for exclusively to the YBL and camps going forward. What, Curtis, do you think will benefit you and me at the YBL in delivering camps for us and for yourself?
Well, I think it's really easy, really, because obviously being the head coach of Aston Manor, we run a 16 to 19 boys program.
Yeah.
What was quite clear to us when we took that is most of the skill work and the player development work that you do always happens away from the season.
Yes.
So in the summer is the time when players, boys and girls, should really be working on their skills. And a big tradition in basketball is you should go to a summer camp where it's 4 to 5 days of skills, drills, tournaments, competitions, whole world of fun. Now, while there are some of those camps in the area, they're mostly residential, so there's no generic open day camp. So the 9 to 5 traditional day camp where the boys and girls come in. For us, it provides us twofold. We've got to be able to first and foremost identify tomorrow's Aston Manor players.
Yeah.
The camp's a great place to do that. We also want our players and all the wider playing career and playing public to have an opportunity to experience a great week at camp. That's big. And obviously, further for that, we use it as a funding tool to be able to improve the funding that we do and reinvest back into the boys and girls that we work with.
Yeah.
Excuse me, pay our coaches, and obviously have a little bit left over. But generally speaking, we do it because it is the great experience for the kids. On the YBL, the way I saw it, was a great partnership because the YBL is huge. I mean, much bigger than I was aware of. I had no idea how big it is, and it's run great success, but everybody speaks very highly of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do a great job with that. You've got a massive audience. Okay, you provide great service to the basketball. So to us, with our coaching experience, and together with your experience running youth basketball, put the two together, you've got hopefully a happy marriage. I think the benefit for YBL is it's a service that you can offer to your boys and girls.
Yeah.
Your coaches can come and work on it and get great experience if they want. Referee on it, table official the games on it. So it's a great development tool. And hopefully, again, we can invest some of the money that we make from it, we can invest in the YBL so it can continue the great work that it's doing on the ground.
Yeah, but you hit the nail on the head, to be fair, because several times there you've mentioned the words develop. And I think, yes, players at their own clubs obviously get that intense coaching for their team, but sometimes I think having a wider range of coaching by other people benefits them as well, and especially during the off-season. I think is a fantastic idea. Yeah,
that's exactly what it is. I think we all learned as older players, we learned by I travelled all over the States and went to camps. I was lucky to be on the national teams, you'd had camps. And it's a wonderful experience because you're playing against not just boys from your own team or girls from your own team, but you're mixing with other kids. You're seeing different ways of playing, you're listening to a different voice. It's not your own coach.
Yeah.
You listen to somebody else. I mean, many of our coaches are younger coaches and they're more closer to the players themselves, so they relate better.
Yes.
Okay, it's a different environment. It's a different place. It's almost like a summer camp holiday, but with the hard work.
Yeah.
With the hard work.
With the obviously knowledge that they get from doing a different camp, like you said, with a different coach, they can then go back to their own clubs and spread that knowledge to their players and their teammates, which obviously will help them.
We're looking for the camps to grow. In the first year, we'll probably do 1 week, but the height of my camps, we did 6 weeks of summer camp.
Yeah.
Okay, we're looking for everybody to get an experience at camp, take it back to their teams, show that working out in the summer is important because you don't get much time in the winter to develop your game. And so by sharing it with their teammates and other teams, the YBL grows strong because the players are better. It therefore attracts a better standard of competition, better players, and it just continues to grow. And I think that marriage between the fact that we offer the camp and you do so much with officiating and coaching anyway, it will make it a very well-rounded camp. Plus we have one really good special prize, which I kind of want to allude to, but I'll let you announce that.
So as part, as Curtis has said, part of the coaching clinic, camps would be a coaching clinic as well for coaches, probably once a year.
Yes.
They'll also be doing player development videos, which will be released weekly through the YBL YouTube channel, and coach education videos, which would be beneficial for everybody involved. So it's not just having that camp once a week or those 6 weeks in the summer holiday for everybody. It's an all year round partnership, and everyone at the YBL and their players, coaches and even parents can benefit with the development of further officials for referees, coaches and table officials. So as part of the camps, one of the major prizes would be a camp place to Boston Celtics in Massachusetts, USA. Curtis, you want to elaborate?
Yes, I do. So what we did throughout our whole of our Run Press Run days, James, is we came up with this idea that was based actually on a friend of mine that had run camps previously, Dave Smith, who then, he sent boys that we came to his camp, he got a free place, he paid for a free place for the boys to go to Villanova University, massive prize. But it seemed what it was for me, it was an outstanding opportunity to give an incentive to a young boy or girl to work really hard, okay? And what we do, we pay for the camp. The athlete pays for the flight, we pay for the camp.
Yeah.
Okay? They go as part of a bigger group. Okay, so they're not going on their own.
Yes.
Okay? The award is not just given to the best player, by the way. We take and consider the behavior that week, their overall attitude, and how hard they work. So it's the person that gives the most of the camp. It's not, oh, I'm the best player, so therefore I should win. Far from it. That's against our ethos. And what we've done, I've teamed up with an old friend of mine who also works the camp. He'll be the day camp director, Vic Fleming, and he's worked in America for as long as I have. Between the two of us, it's 50, 60 years of work in American camps. And he's got a really good relationship with the people at Red Auerbach. Red Auerbach's camp is actually the former head coach of the Boston Celtic, a Celtic legend. He started off in the 60s. His camp is the longest running camp in America, okay? And now that the affiliation with the Celtics, although Red's sadly passed away, but there's still that affiliation with them, a lot of the old coaches, the old players. So what we've been able to do is work with them, and they've agreed that we should be able to have this partnership whereby we can send one of our top players there, as well as other boys that want to go along. If there are other boys and girls that want to go along, we can help them get there. But in doing so, we've got this really ridiculous incentive. You get a week-long camp, you get to shop, you get to buy whatever it is you want to buy, but you've had an amazing American basketball experience, and we will give that to the camp's most valuable player.
That's fantastic, and that gives some of the players something to work towards when they are at camp, which is a fantastic idea. I think, Curtis, we've covered pretty much everything we need to discuss today. So please keep an eye on the YBL YouTube channel, our website and our social media, and eventually Billy and the Ball's social media as well for upcoming dates for camps and clinics going forward. Curtis, thank you very much for spending your time with me. And we look forward to working together. Thank you very much.
James, that was really exciting. I'm really looking forward to that partnership with Curtis.
Yeah, I can say I really enjoyed doing that interview with him earlier in the week, and I think we've been in talk since the end of last year between the YBL, myself and Kim and Curtis and his staff, and I think we've got a fantastic opportunity to explore the development of a lot of people around the West Midlands and even further beyond once, you know, the YBL's still growing exponentially, really. So I think there's a lot of opportunities for everybody involved, especially the YBL members and their players.
Yeah, and you know, with those coaching clinics, I think that'll be something really interesting for this region. Definitely.
We will be discussing the coaching clinics and what we have further down the line in upcoming videos. So thank you very much for joining us this week, and I hope you enjoy the announcement. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to our videos, and you can access anything on our social media and our website. Join us next week when we talk about our YBL Championship finals and the Summer League for 2019. Join us again on the 1st of March when we talk about the first camps and their announcement of when the dates are, and the first YBL residential coming for this summer.
I was going to say, don't forget as well that the website now holds the new registrations for the forthcoming 2019-2020 season.
It certainly does.
So you can get on there, start getting that all filled in, looking at the prices, looking what's available, because as we said last week, there are some little changes with that under 9s.
Yes.
And with the junior women. So get on there, look at that. Other than that,
I think we're done for this week, Kim.
Brilliant.
You've been fabulous, Kim. You've been brilliant. I've been James Davis.
Bye.
Bye.